have made $2 million in just 1 year.
So make sure you follow me on TikTok.
Isn't it suspicious?
In her early 20s, Anna Sorokin was a fake Russian heiress in New York City who got caught and spent some time in jail for scamming businesses, banks, and hotels, etc. because instead of being an heiress with $1 million trust fund, she was poor. We all know the internet is full of scammers and fakes. The Tinder swindler is just one example that gained a lot of publicity. Now, some people are speculating if this woman is just another Anna Sorokin. So people comment things like, she's an Anna Delvey wannabe. I thought I was the only one who gets really weird vibes from her. You're right, we have a Russian side where people told horrible facts about her.
I think I've seen this one before.
So who is this woman that all the people in these comments accuse of being a fake millionaire? Polina Pushkareva. She is Russian. On her Instagram, she says she's a girlie who makes movies, owns a multi-million-dollar company, and has a huge desire to conquer the world.
I'm sure each of you already saw my viral video that just got like 10.6 million views. Amount of fake information I got about me online, amount of hate I've got for simply sharing my fucking life is ridiculous. This industry is scary. Movie industry is scary. You should ask yourself a question. If this industry is so big, it literally consists of like millions of people, and we literally almost never hear about any scandals. Isn't it suspicious? Even I wasn't sure if I should actually risk and like get myself into troubles, but someone has to be the start of change in this industry, and I'm going to be this person. First of all, because my income doesn't depend on movies, and second of all, because I'm a bad bitch. But before I do this, I need to be sure that people who are affected by this situation are safe. For example, my assistant who was there to contact my lawyer and to be sure that everything is fine. So if you comment on my comments and demanding me to speak up about traumatic experience before I'm ready to do so, or if you comment on my comments saying that this situation never happened or saying that I'm a cloud chaser, you are no better than this specific actor.
Anna was in her early 20s, around 22 to 23, and changed her name to Anna Delvey. Polina is 25, and both were or are active on Instagram. Back in time, Anna, and now Polina on Instagram and TikTok. Anna was mostly active offline, actually, since she started almost 10 years ago. They're both Russian, though Anna also had a German passport and was supposed to go back to Germany, but she still is in New York. She got paid some money by Netflix also for the series Inventing Anna, but she had to pay off debt. So why do so many people assume Polina is a scam? Many are suspicious of her because she builds her content around being a millionaire, being so successful, and she barely makes movies, she's barely known, and her company is barely known as well. There's barely anything about her online, so that's why. She also creates TikTok accounts for every country, so that's a strategy, but also seems pretty sketchy to most people.
Isn't it suspicious?
And there she just translates her TikTok to, for example, French or Swedish or Spanish, or even for Asian countries, literally anywhere, even though she still is Russian in New York.
I don't care about traditions here, I will do my way.
She also seems confident. This is a quote from her website. Though she's in her early 20s, Pushkareva has accomplished more than most, and it seems everything she does well. She was born in 1996 in Kovrov, Russia. In 2018, she says she graduated from the St. Petersburg State University with a bachelor's degree in sociology. On IMDb, she's listed as a movie producer. There's one upcoming movie called Dark Game with Ed Westwick, the Gossip Girl guy, Chuck.
Let's spend a day in the life of a movie producer together today. Now working on a project with Ed Westwick, who is Chuck Bass from Gossip Girl. In the morning I had to take a train from London to Bristol, and also I packed all my necessities to go on a movie set. Today was the first day of me meeting Ed Westwick in real life, and the whole crew was super nervous because we both have a character and everyone thought we were going to argue, but everything went well.
But there are two other movies that are not really known, I think. It's really hard to know if her huge success in Russia is a scam or real, but in some Russian forums, it seems like people gossip about her, about visa issues and a relationship in New York. There are lots of people hating on her. One person in the forum also talks about her Wikipedia that got deleted, and they delete pages of people they don't consider relevant enough. So maybe that's what happened. At least these screenshots could hint at that, though they are in Russian. I just translated them. Also, they talk about how the sources she put were paid sources allegedly, and how she invented her role as a manager, also allegedly.
Isn't it suspicious?
You won't become big by paying for articles about yourself in magazine covers.
I have a video about gossip and why some people are so obsessed with it, why people spend hours or days in forums and on Reddit to gossip about people that they don't even know. Literally, there's barely anything, any side about her in Russian or in English, so it maybe doesn't align with her claim that she's such a big blogger there. The New York Post wrote an article about her TikTok where she says her ex dumped her to focus on his career, so she dated his boss. But we don't even know if this is true. If you look at like story time videos on YouTube or TikTok now, many stories seem a bit fake. Then apparently an employee sued her for several things. Other articles about her are on some Russian blogs. They're quite small. And they write things like, Polina, you are 24, you live in New York, you own a company, star in Hollywood films, and are among the VIP guests at the Cannes Film Festival. Now, of course, I want to talk about the red carpet, about the fairy tale that millions of girls around the world dream of. This I really have to criticize. A star in Hollywood films? Is she like Angelina Jolie? This really seems like a PR kind of paid article. What is happening?
Isn't it suspicious?
For us to have an honest conversation about PR agents. I want you to understand that you don't need a PR agent at the start of your career as a public figure. You won't become big by paying for articles about yourself in magazine covers. In the end of 2019, I decided to grow as a public figure, and the first thing I've done is hire a PR agent. It was the worst decision of my life. This agent was milking me for money, selling me useless articles, and tried to do a Wikipedia page when no one knew me. It's a dangerous business.
But is she a millionaire? I found an article with GQ Russia, at least, in Russian about her Instagram account, and they write, thanks to Instagram, she became a ruble millionaire at the age of 23. And now she's the founder of 2 courses, Managers and Millionaires.
Hi guys, today I'm going to share with you my strategy how I've made $2 million in just 1 year at the age of 24. This information can be extremely useful for you too, so make sure you follow me on TikTok.
And that's where it all makes sense. If she says she's a millionaire, maybe she means the Russian currency, and 1 million Russian ruble are right now $16,000. Of course, the currency dropped because of the war. We have to keep in mind that this changed. She says that as a student in her second year, she worked as a waitress and got 10,000 a month, also Russian ruble. But I soon decided that I could find a more promising and profitable job for myself. She also explains what her online courses are about. I quote, and that is why I created my author's online course, Managers, to train assistant managers for bloggers. And I realized that I could monetize my blog by creating copyright information products.
How I've made $2 million in just 1 year.
What kind of content do you think bloggers will deliver in the future? And she says, most likely it should be a very relevant product that will suit a wide audience and cover many needs, and also require minimal investment and updates and bring good income. But again, this is translated, I don't speak Russian. She doesn't blog because she wants to add value, she's only there for the money.
Let's spend a crazy 24 hours together with me. I'm flying to Miami because it's the birthday of my friend, and after I landed in the city I had to buy her a gift. It's so weird, but in the United States it's not common to prepare a huge gift for a birthday girl, but here I am buying her Versace. I don't care about traditions here, I will do my way. And in the morning I had a breakfast with some of my followers and they prepared little gifts for me. I'm so excited to meet you guys in real life. And I went on a date. I've met this guy in the club yesterday on the birthday of my friend, and we had so much fun together. And
so yes, she tries to brand herself as a successful businesswoman and millionaire when this might not be so true. And she doesn't seem to create content to inspire people, but to make money, which then results in this criticism.
So make sure you follow me on TikTok.
Especially with her followers on Instagram, we could now think that she does make more money. I mean, she has 1.4 million followers, and with her business, her agency, media consulting company, she charges $600 to $4,000 for consulting services.
to work with the biggest celebrities. When I was on Richard Branson's island last year, I've met One Republic there. We followed each other on Insta and I had more followers on Insta than guys. And I was like, how is it even possible? These guys are international celebrities. And then I did my research and understood that majority of big celebrities aren't even promoting their socials. That clearly negatively affects their income. So I decided to be the one who changes it.
So it actually could be that people or businesses now book her and she does make more money than before. It's just not very transparent. We could never know for sure if she's a millionaire, as she claims. And sure, her Instagram looks nice, but everyone in New York could take nice pictures at nice locations and nice outfits.
So make sure you follow me on TikTok.
She also has a post on how her business evolved and how she first worked in Russia and then in the US. After the first case, I got more clients and it was them who contacted me. Then I realized that it was time to create an SMM agency. Today, the agency promotes large businesses, brands, and media personalities, and the coolest thing is that we turn social media into a stable source of income. And I want to have at least 100 clients per month and even more employees. And I know that I will achieve this goal very soon.
How I've made $2 million in just 1 year.
So we really can't know if what people assume is true. These are just assumptions by some people online, but it seems like she might be exaggerating how much money she makes, or it's more like fake it till you make it in terms of her millionaire status and producer status. Anyone can go on the internet and social media and say they're a millionaire.
Isn't it suspicious?
And in some currency, everyone is, at least on The Sims, you could be a millionaire. So what people say online doesn't need to be true. Then some Russians apparently assume she didn't like Russia and went to the States and bought a visa, and they say she's snobbish for not liking her small town in Russia and for being an influencer. She might just be a girl trying to make it in New York or Hollywood, wishing to become a star and business success. The people in the forums could also just be hating for no reason, because that's also really common on the internet, especially targeting influencers. So even with all this information, we just don't know. These are all assumptions. This TikTok was just interesting because the way she markets herself really does seem sketchy and reminded so many people of Anna Sorokin. So many agreed in the comments. That could also be a reflection for her, that she makes people think she's a scam. But did we solve the mystery? No, we can't know for sure if she's a millionaire or not. After all, social media is PR and she's a brand, selling herself as a brand. On the internet, anyone can say anything. Polina can claim she's a millionaire, other people can claim she's a scam. There are things in these forums, for example, that are false. One was saying Ed Westwick isn't even shown in the movie on IMDb, but he is. In general, it's probably best to do some research before you believe anyone on the internet, on social media, that they're so successful and rich. There are lots of scammers out there and people exaggerating, but this is all allegedly based on what is out there on the internet about this woman, many speculations and assumptions. So again, we don't know. And that said, have a nice week and I see you in the next video.